right now on News Channel 8 at 5.
I don't have to tell you this. It has been pouring for weeks, and for most of us, it's just an inconvenience. However, for many people in Pasco County, it's a major emergency.
Tragedy in the Bay. A car full of teens plunges into the water. Hear from a good Samaritan being called a hero.
143 miles per hour. That is how fast an NFL star was speeding when he was caught. What else police found in that car that has him in a lot of trouble today? Good evening, everyone. I'm Rod Carter.
And I'm Jennifer Lee. Thank you for joining us this evening. We start tonight with breaking news. A state of emergency was just declared in Pasco County following a week of flooding. Neighborhoods are still underwater. Many are urged to get out and leave their homes behind. So when will this end? For the answer to that, let's check in with Storm Team 8 Chief Meteorologist Steve Jervey. We saw the sun the last couple of days, but still seeing the rain, and that's the problem.
Yeah, the wet pattern, the consistent on and off showers that occur at different times of the day, most times of the day it seems. Certainly we have some showers lining up along the coastline right now. Let's take a look outside. One of those areas is the Lowe's Don Cesar here at St. Pete Beach. You can see the showers coming down there right now with a temperature of 81 degrees. The good news is, if there's any at the Anclote River in Elfers, is it looks like it's dropped now below flood stage, just below at 19.9 feet. Forecast to continue to fall there Saturday at 4 p.m. to 18.5 feet. As we see the shower activity at the moment, you can see most of the action farther to the north, right along Citrus, Hernando County coastline, but it's that shower you just saw around Pinellas and also moving toward Hillsborough County, passing through Newport Richey. It's that southwest part of Pasco County that has had flooding issues. Otherwise, we do see some scattered showers inland as well. Rain is still forecast fairly high for tomorrow because the pattern really doesn't change, but we are transitioning to a different pattern for a brief period anyway next week. We'll talk more about that later.
All right, thank you, Steve. And you can track the weather anytime by using our Storm Team 8 Weather Max app. It is free to download in your app store.
We have new information tonight on a tragedy in the Bay. A car with 3 teens inside plunged into the water. 2 of those teens died today. Candace McCowan is live tonight off the Courtney Campbell Causeway where all of this happened. Candace, what a tragic story.
Absolutely is. Good evening, Rod. That accident happened before the sun came up this morning. Take a look. That car crashing right through this guardrail. Tonight, you have 2 families that are grieving losses. One that lost a daughter, another who lost a son.
Officers came to my house. Police officers came to my house.
This dad still can't believe it's real. A parent's worst nightmare. The knock on the door, and on the other side, news that your child has been in an accident.
Yeah, it's hard, right? You miss. He was part of our family, you know, so close to him. Yeah, he was a good kid, no problems.
Rishi Martinez's parents think he might have been driving this car that was pulled from the bay just after sunup this morning. A witness saw the car leave this access road next to the Courtney Campbell Causeway. That witness called 911 and then jumped in the water. Those who know this water explain how treacherous it can be.
And you can't hardly see your hands in, down there, in front of your face, so it's pretty damn dark down there.
That witness was able to pull a 14-year-old girl to safety, but he couldn't find Rishi or his neighbor and family friend, 14-year-old Giselle Diaz. First responders found the 2 after a little while. They were taken to the hospital, but didn't make it.
I'm going to donate his organs to give other people help. I know that's what he wanted. People need more Richis in this world.
Yeah, and Rishi's parents tell us that he was helping at a birthday party and was supposed to be driving those girls home last night when that accident happened. Police tell us they're still trying to figure out who exactly was behind the wheel of that car. Rod?
Candace, what a tough story. Any idea how they actually ended up on that road?
They don't know that right now. They're hoping to catch more insight from that one passenger who did survive this crash, but they are telling us right now that they believe that alcohol was a factor.
Oh, boy. All right. Candace McCowan reporting live for us tonight in Tampa. Thanks, Candace.
Our team coverage continues right now. One person, as you've heard, did survive this terrible crash thanks to the incredible quick actions of a stranger. News Channel 8's Adrian Pedersen talked to that man who says he only wishes he could have done more.
So let me go ahead and show you. This is where the car went through the guardrail. We talked to a fisherman who just happened to be sitting feet away. Juan Acacio wouldn't normally be out here at 5 a.m., but he couldn't sleep. So he decided to try a new fishing spot.
When I hear the noise, bang! So I run immediately and jump in the water.
Ocasio and his dog were the only ones around when this black Camry barreled through the guardrail and into the water. They helped a woman to safety.
So I bring it to the shore. Then I went back over there, but at the time I went back, the car went deeper.
2 other people were stuck in the car, submerged in the water. You could have saved this woman's life, potentially.
I want to save the other one, but I try about 5 times to open the door. I couldn't open. You know, you get nervous. And you don't know what to do.
He takes comfort knowing he saved 1 life, but wishes he could have done more.
He tells me that he plans to keep in touch with this woman and even visit her in the hospital. In Tampa, I'm Adrienne Pedersen, News Channel 8.
And if there are any updates to this story, we will let you know here and also send an alert to the News Channel 8 app.
We have some breaking news for you tonight in the killing of an elderly woman. Her son is now being arrested for her murder. His name is Bruce Carden Martin, and he lived with his 91-year-old mother, Carolyn Martin, in Newport Richey. She was found dead in the home Tuesday morning. Now, the sheriff's office claims that her son hit her and killed her. Bruce Martin is facing second-degree murder charges tonight. Happening right now, a gunman is still on the run tonight. He opened fire yesterday at his former workplace. That's over in Mulberry.
One of the 2 injured victims is still in the hospital. News Channel 8's Holly Bounds joins us now live in Lakeland with an update on this story. Holly?
Hi there. Good evening to you, Jen and Rod. Behind me is where Danny Thompson Jr.'s parents live. And this morning, detectives spent time inside and out looking for clues to help track him down.
The hunt is on for 39-year-old Danny Thompson, a man Polk County Sheriff's officials still consider armed and dangerous. Friday, detectives spent the morning looking over vehicles at Thompson's parents' home in Lakeland. A K-9 was on the scene, and authorities were in and out of the house, fishing for clues on Thompson's whereabouts.
We don't know where Thompson is. Obviously, that's the reason for appealing to the community, is that certainly we have a number of law enforcement agencies who have been alerted to this incident and are assisting in helping to search for him. But that's where the community comes in, and that's where we rely on them. They may have seen him. They may have seen the truck that he is driving.
That truck is a white Ford F-150 with Florida tag 2126PD, a different ID than the one sitting at his parents' home. Meanwhile, Friday, the Mulberry construction facility where the former employee opened fire was seemingly closed.
Obviously, it was very unsettling to have someone open fire at a business, but we are very grateful and very thankful that the injuries appear to be non-life-threatening. One individual's been treated and released. One is still remains in hospital, but is in stable condition.
Thompson is wanted on 3 counts of attempted murder. His former boss, Stephen Bailey, was not injured in those shootings. 2 workers, Randall Bailey and Robert Roberts, were both shot in the upper torso. Both, thankfully, are expected to be okay. Rod?
All right, Holly, thank you very much. Holly Bounds reporting live for us tonight in Lakeland. News Channel 8's Mary McGuire has been talking to people in that neighborhood who are understandably on edge. She's in the neighborhood right now working on that story. We're going to hear from Mary coming up tonight at 5:30.
New information tonight, the Coast Guard will suspend its search for 2 Florida teens at sunset. The 14-year-old boys were reported missing last Friday when they didn't return from a fishing trip off Jupiter. Their capsized boat was found on Sunday. The search for the teens covered nearly 50,000 nautical square miles. That extended from the waters of South Florida all the way up to South Carolina. A pool cleaner is under arrest after deputies say he was caught with child porn in Polk County. He admitted taking photos and videos of young girls while they were sunbathing. Joshua Pierce told detectives he has a, quote, sickness, and that's why he prefers teenage girls. He admitted using the Kik mobile phone messaging app to trade images and upload those images to Dropbox. 8 is on your side to help keep your family safe. You can go to WFLA.com and check the 8 on your side section to search for registered sex offenders in your neighborhood.
An NFL star in big trouble tonight after leading police on a high-speed chase in his Bentley. New York Jets defensive lineman Sheldon Richardson was clocked at 143 miles per hour in Missouri. When police caught him, they found a 12-year-old in the backseat along with a loaded gun. He is now charged with resisting arrest and several traffic violations. Coming up, the Bucs report to training camp and name their new starting quarterback.
Head coach Lovie Smith explains why it's time to hand over the reins next.
Also ahead, if you like the 2008 Olympic opening ceremony, prepare yourself for another big show. We're going to explain what that's all about coming up after the break.
A quick trip to the store for you could be fatal for your child or your pet.
No fountain of youth? No problem. There may be a new way to help you look and feel your best at any age. Next week, the secrets of plastic surgery. Only on Today.
We gamble on crime. One man set against the worst humanity has to offer. So they bet on me?
Some bet against you.
During the Rooms to Go summer sale and clearance, get amazing low prices on stylish dining sets. Like this set, just $588. This one, a low $555. Or this great-looking set, only $495. Now during the Rooms to Go summer sale and clearance.
The Tampa Bay Comic-Con is coming to the Tampa Convention Center this weekend, Friday, July 31st through Sunday, August 2nd. Meet Star Wars legend Carrie Fisher, as well as cast members from Game of Thrones, The Hunger Games, and many more. Shop for comics, toys, and more at the Tampa Bay Comic-Con this weekend. Check out TampaBayComicCon.com for tickets and details.
Revolutionary in his field, Dr. Bonatti created, perfected, and patented the Bonatti spine procedures. Using his genius, Bonatti invented precise tools necessary to minimize surgery, scarring, anesthesia, and recovery. So successful are the Bonatti spine procedures, they consistently reflect over 94% patient satisfaction. 45,000 successful procedures have been performed exclusively at our location. Nearly half our patients suffer from failed back and neck surgeries at other facilities. Bonatti succeeds where others fail.
The biggest deals of the year are at the Hyundai Summer Clearance Event. Clearance pricing on our entire Hyundai lineup. Get up to $5,000 in total savings with more luxury, more technology, more safety. Plus, lease a new 2016 Hyundai Elantra for just $139 a month. With America's best warranty, 10 years, 100,000 miles. That's the best in the business. A sale so big, it only happens once a year. The Hyundai Summer Clearance Event at your Suncoast Hyundai dealer.
Good news from the all-new Wesley Chapel Nissan.
3 ways to BOGO. Held over. Only at Wesley Chapel Nissan. Buy any new Nissan Altima and get your choice. A new Sentra or Versa or Rogue at no additional cost. Plus a $500 prepaid Visa card. BOGO is back and it's 3 times better. Buy a new Nissan Altima and get your choice. A new Sentra or Versa or Rogue at no additional cost. Plus a $500 prepaid Visa card. Held over for a limited time.
Get the details and see all the deals now at wesleychapelnissan.com.
During the Rooms to Go Kids and Teens Summer Sale and Clearance, get this awesome 5-piece bedroom and your choice of 2 finishes for just $697. But choose this fun room, also just $697. Now during the Rooms to Go Kids and Teens Summer Sale and Clearance.
Closed captioning brought to you by the personal injury law firm of Culpepper Curland. Auto accident? Call Culpepper Curland. Aggressive, tenacious, Culpepper Curland.
The Buccaneers reported to training camp early this morning, and although the team doesn't officially begin practicing until tomorrow, head coach Lovie Smith already knows who will take the first snaps at quarterback. Paul Ryan joins us in studio with more. Hey, Paul.
Hey there. When the Bucs used the #1 pick in this year's NFL draft to select Jameis Winston, they expected him to one day become the franchise's starting quarterback. Fast forward 3 months, and that day has already arrived.
Jameis Winston will be our starting quarterback. He'll take first reps tomorrow.
A sleepy-eyed Winston arrived at One Buc Place just after 6:30 this morning, looking like a guy who either didn't know he'd earned the starting job or a guy who shouldn't be disturbed before his first cup of coffee.
Good morning, yeah.
Besides that groggy good morning, Winston didn't speak to the media today, but his head coach and teammates had plenty to say about their newly minted leader.
He's one of the hardest workers I've been around, so I think he'll do fine.
You know, you wouldn't think he's young, how he carries himself. You know, he's the first one in. You know, he's always making jokes, and you know, you could tell he has that work ethic. I remember one time, you know, we were done, and he was still out there with his coach 4 hours later. You know, working on the pass, going through his progression. So, you know, that speaks volumes of the young guy.
We brought him here to be our quarterback, and we feel like he's ready to take this next step.
The Bucs defense also thinks Jameis is ready to take that next step as soon as they've had their way with him. You'll hear why the D is chomping at the bit ahead in sports at 6 o'clock. But for now, back to you.
Paul, thank you very much. We now know the host city for the 2022 Winter Olympic Games. The winning city was announced in Kuala Lumpur today. Beijing beat out Almaty in Kazakhstan. They were the only two cities actually left in the running. That win makes Beijing the first city ever to host both the Winter Games and the Summer Games. I can't wait for the show. Oh, yes. All right. We're just talking about the favorite one. So between London and Beijing.
Beijing's opening ceremonies were just
amazing.
We're incredible.
Really impressive.
Yeah, remember they were making it rain to clear out some of the haze there and everything?
Well, I mean, talk about raising the bar. Now I can't wait to see what happens in 2022.
Yeah. We could take care of the making it rain bar for them.
Yeah. That's right. We got a lot of that around here. A waterspout spotted off Clearwater. This video just posted on YouTube today. Jacob Sino, you can see it forming in the distance under those dark clouds. And boy, we did have some stormy weather again rolling in ashore, and at times mostly cloudy skies, but thanks to Jacob for sending in that photo. Take a look at what's happening outside here in the Bay Area. You can see at the Freedom Plaza here in Sun City Center, 85 degrees, about 1/10 of an inch of rain at this location, been kind of random here and there. Hasn't fallen at the Lake Club and Lakewood Ranch. In fact, wow, what is that, sunshine? Actually a shadow from sunshine. 84 degrees down in southern Manatee, and here at Sun Toyota, about what you'd expect. Mostly cloudy skies. That's the way it's been across most of the area. Busy Highway 19 here on a Friday, and temperatures, at least they're not hot. It's pretty reasonable there. That's another shot of that waterspout here from CWB Public Safety from Clearwater Beach. You can see that, folks taking shots of it. Video, no doubt. Also, the blue moon for tonight. What does a blue moon mean? Is it actually blue? Well, not actually. It's the second full month in a moon, in a single month. So that's happening tonight if the sky will allow us to see the blue moon, and certainly it will in many areas. Showers continue to come on shore. Showed you radar a couple of minutes ago, mostly northern counties, Citrus, Hernando, Pasco, rolling through the western part of Pasco County. Maybe a few lightning strikes in here, probably not that many. Few showers inland areas, southern sections of Polk, Hardy, DeSoto, around Lake Placid, getting a shower too, just south of Venice, and of course this one here in Pinellas County, moving through St. Petersburg now, moving toward McDill and South Tampa. So watch for that as it treks to the east. Temperatures mostly near 80 degrees. We've been cooled off or not heated up much throughout the day, so as a result, our temps just aren't that warm. Upper 70s in the overnight. Note, though, the rain chance each one of these hours as we move throughout the next 24 hours. 77 degrees at 7 a.m. Upper 70s for low temperatures, about a 30% rain chance early. We've seen plenty of that. Higher rain chances of late. 87 degrees now, Tampa International Airport, dew point 74. South-southwesterly winds continue into the area. We have an area of low pressure out in the Gulf of Mexico, and of course this has been helping to trail all this moisture with that counterclockwise movement. Look how nice and dry it is across other parts of the south as we look at the wind directions here at the surface. And again, the green color would indicate a higher wind speed, but definitely have this area of low pressure out in the Gulf of Mexico, and of course this flow that's just trailing across the state. So that's going to help to continue that trail of moisture and also the instability we have that help to create the showers and thunderstorms over the warm air over the Gulf of Mexico, and then the showers just kind of move ashore. Kind of random, as I said. Now in the wrap model here for the short term, you can see 5:30, 6 o'clock for the evening hours. Mostly cloudy skies. Again, random showers. Most folks probably will not see rain. The showers tend to weaken as they come on shore. As we move beyond that, we watch this area of low pressure and a stalled front to the north of us that will help to bring more instability. We're keeping our rain chances fairly high for tomorrow. As you recall, when we have these boundaries, they can put out outflow boundaries and kind of shoot them into the northern portion of the area. So probably for tomorrow afternoon, the better chances would be north of the bay itself, but that line could slowly sag to the south. For the evening, rain will linger with the front to our north and possibly scattered into the evening hours tomorrow night. 80 degrees for this evening for us. As we look at our next 3 days, our rain chance is 60%, but falling off a bit for Sunday. And then by Monday at 40%, we start to transition back into more of a typical pattern for at least a couple of days. More of a southeasterly flow, which may actually generate a few sea breeze showers. And by the end of the next week, looks like we're back in this westerly flow pattern once again. But we do ease off just a little bit Tuesday and Wednesday, which should allow us to get more sunshine. But we don't want to take rain out of the forecast this time of year, guys.
No.
No,
That wouldn't be a smart thing to do.
Yeah, this is when we need it.
Yeah. But it's nice to see 30 instead of 70 and 80.
I'm sure it is.
All right. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Well, time right now for our Fallon favorite clip from last night. Rapper Ice-T showed off his softer side.
Yeah, so I guess they were actually planning on doing an actual interview, but his dogs actually stole the entire show.
Paw. There you go. He's on alert. Pops is chilling.
Yeah, that's
now his son is like, what's happening? What's good?
Yeah, he's all excited. He's ready to play the game.
Is there a problem in here? Is there a problem?
Yeah,
is there a problem?
Do they bark at all? Do they bark?
No, they really don't bark. They just give this crazy mug at you, you know?
It's really cute. Oh, my gosh.
That's a perfect dog for iced tea. That's so funny.
What? All right, you can pick your own favorite Fallon clip by watching The Tonight Show at 11:35, right after News Channel 8 at 11. That was funny.
That was good. Facebook is launching a gigantic solar-powered drone. Coming up after the break, how they plan to use it to connect everybody in the world.
And could you be overpaying for your medication? What you need to know if you shop at CVS.
Plus, starting Monday, News Channel 8 Today is your back-to-school headquarters. Here's what you'll see Monday at 6 a.m.
It's a juggle. I'm Gail Guayardo. And coming up as we get you ready to head back to school, I'm going to talk to a Tampa mom who's known for being the ultimate planner to get you ready for the school year.
News Channel 8 Today, your back-to-school headquarters, starting Monday at 6 a.m. Storm Team 8 weather brought to you by Gold and Diamond Source.
Once again, Tampa General Hospital is proud to be named the best hospital in Tampa Bay by U.S. News and World Report and recognized as one of America's best hospitals in 6 specialties: cardiology and heart surgery, gastroenterology and GI surgery, nephrology, orthopedics, pulmonology, and urology. The best in Tampa Bay, again, and one of the nation's best. Tampa General Hospital, trusted for our expertise, chosen for our care.
There's a growing national problem that we face today: bullying. Children are taunted and tortured, destroying their childhood and in some cases ending it. At Morgan & Morgan, we have a section dedicated to children's issues and advocacy. Whether the abuse and injury is intentional or negligent, our lawyers are here to serve your children. Childhood and teenage years should be the best of times, not a time of distress and fear. If your child needs us, we are here for them. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Well, Louise is happy. She likes to bake cookies, and right now Louise is happy. You see, an hour ago, her thermostat was on the fritz, the temperature in here was unbearable, and Louise was beside herself. So she called the professionals at 1 hour. Sean came by, saved the day. Now he's eating cookies, and Louise is reflecting on the fact that sometimes a skilled tradesman can look an awful lot like a superhero.
Mike, not the cape.
Sorry, Sean. If you're ready to put on a cape, check out the careers at 1 hour. You gonna eat all those?
I might.
Superheroes.
Keep it close.
You got it, Mr. LeBron James.
Available at the all-new Fusillo Kia right here in Wesley Chapel, where it's huge.
Our delivery trucks are ready to hit the road for Ashley Furniture Home Store's National Sale and Clearance Event. A $500 million inventory blowout. Save up to 70% on select items store-wide. Get incredibly low prices on sofas, dining rooms, recliners, and queen beds, all starting at just $299. Plus, get no interest for 3 years. Also save up to $1,000 on Sealy Posturepedic and Simmons Beauty Rest pillow top mattresses. Hurry in. Ashley Furniture Home Store. This is home. Shop now at ashleyfurnitureHomestore.com.
Want to take your dorm room from plain to insane? Then you gotta go to Ross. You'll find everything you need for so much less. Look at all the great stuff we got. And we saved so much. You'll get organized, colorized, and accessorized. Looks amazing. Totally. So if you want to save a bunch and be the envy of your dorm, you gotta go to Ross. You gotta go to Ross.
In an 8 on Your Side consumer alert, drugstore giant CVS is being sued for overcharging customers for prescription drugs. It claims CVS fraudulently jacks up prices for generic prescriptions to those who use insurance. Those paying with cash are charged much less. A CVS spokesman insists pricing is determined by a patient's prescription coverage plan. NVIDIA is recalling 88,000 Shield tablets because the battery inside can overheat and pose a fire hazard. There have been 4 reported cases of the tablets overheating. In 2 instances, the tablets got so hot they damaged flooring. NVIDIA will replace the tablets for free. Facebook just built a gigantic solar-powered drone. It will stay in the stratosphere for months at a time, beaming broadband internet to rural and hard-to-reach areas. The drone is the baby of Facebook's connectivity lab. The lab has been developing new technology as part of the social network's mission to connect everyone in the world. Doctors could soon be using drones to transport lab tests. Johns Hopkins researchers found that common and routine blood tests are not affected by up to 38 minutes of travel on small drones. They believe drones could provide quicker access to lab tests for medical clinics in rural and economically impoverished areas.
Royal Dutch Shell is cutting 6,500 jobs and slashing operating costs by 10%. The news comes after Shell's profits tumbled in the second quarter as a result of lower gas and oil prices. Now, the company's $3.8 billion in adjusted earnings paled in comparison with the $6.8 billion the same time last year. Dramatic protests on a Portland bridge failed to stop Shell's oil ship from heading to the Arctic. Protesters against the Arctic drilling were ruled in contempt for rappelling from a bridge in Oregon yesterday. Now, authorities use boats, they use personal watercraft, poles, and their bare hands to remove those protesters. A federal judge ordered Greenpeace USA to pay $2,500 for every hour they block a Shell oil icebreaker. All right, flat beer is bad. Flat beer sales worse. Declining sales, absolutely terrible. That's the current predicament faced by the brewer of Budweiser and Bud Light. Anheuser-Busch announced second quarter U.S. sales fell into the low single digits. Company shares fell 5% after the news. Craft beer may be partly to blame for that. Sales of the fancy stuff rose 16% in the first quarter. All right, News Channel 8 at 5:30 coming your way next.
Josh Benson is here to show us what we're working on.
Hey guys, how you doing? Well, dramatic video, it's going viral of a mother leaving her child in a hot car. Check it out.
Oh God! Oh God! I can't believe I did that! Oh my God, that is crazy! Oh my God!
Big reaction there. Josh Thomas joins us live coming up after the break with this senseless pattern and what's being done to try to stop it. And then an American dentist may be forced to return to Zimbabwe after gunning down a lion. We've had a lot on this story lately. We'll have the latest developments in this controversial story. Stay with us.